Hello, how y'all doing? This is the Vorjay, and this is Truth 7. And on this episode, I'm just gonna pretty much talk about creating your world, as I preach and what I don't even want to say preach. This is what I talk about all the time. So I was like, what is that? It's creating your world. And I'm gonna, I guess, tell you how to create your world because personally, I don't reveal my worth a lot. I mean, I'm a presenter. I'm a visionary. So people automatically, when I speak or when I'm out, they get the vision. They get what I'm about. If I'm standing in front of them, that's just my vibration. That's just how powerful I know I am. I study and I know myself fully, and I'm learning more about myself every day, unlocking things and just going along in my path. And my path is a very enlightened path, and my path is to help other people shed light on things that they didn't know that they had. They're in the shadows, or they don't like it because it's dark. They don't know how to. This is the best thing. You fear what you don't know, but until you unlock something that you fear, you become stronger. Basically, and that's just that's just how it goes. That for me, knowing about reality and how to move up and change up things so things can work to how I want them to be. This is what I'm about to tell you. If you comprehend it and you understand it, it will become fairly easy. Because within this time scale, personally, I can see the changes. Like, it's easy to see. But when you see them and know that they're coming before they happen, you can plan and you don't feel rushed. And if you can know it, just know, it's about knowing and believing. And I think I did a video about this a long time ago. I'm probably going to do it more in depth because people don't know the differences between certain words and how to apply them in a certain order to lay out the grounds for, in reality, physically, how they come out and how you can feel once they're there. So this is what I'm going to say. And this is coming from me because I'm fully happy with what I'm doing. I'm fully happy with my life. I'm fully appreciative of where I am and the stance I have in the world, of what I can do or what I know I can do or what I keep doing, as I've been in this phase leading in 2016. I'm in the behind the scenes stages and the working stages, basically creating the boom, because I can say I'm in the office, but I still know how to hop out the office. And even though I got my big projects sitting on my table, I still have my little notes and then side notes. And I can take a side note and leave out from my office and go outside. And my side note contributes to my bigger project, my big note on the table. I'm sitting outside with my little note with my side notes. And I know how to still remain in the scene or with the creation just with a side note. Because the side note is going to lead to the big note that comes out later in the future. So, but with me putting myself out there, honestly, it's all about there are certain laws you have to understand. Laws of opportunity, laws of appreciation, laws of appliance, and there's just certain laws that work through how the reality go and how you basically create your reality. And you don't begin to understand these things until you pretty much look back on your life and look at certain concepts and see that you are creating everything. You have to believe it and know that you are. Because as I was saying, for me, put myself out there and have a, and this is the thing, I'm about to touch on it. It first started out as goals. You start out with goals, you put out goals. But the thing about goals, as I've learned, I'm going to say of recent, of what I've learned about goals is that when you set a goal for yourself, it can put you in a disharmonic state, because if things maybe not going as you plan, it can cause you to rush. It can cause you to you may move out your comfort zone. You may have to, do a little herky jerky. But all in all, there's nothing wrong with setting goals. But if you want to have a more lax, have a more happy, have a God that create you being an alchemist, be a magician, just be a creator, be a wower, just to be that. You have to, instead of setting goals, you set a theme for your life. You have to have a theme, and that's what's helped me. Because I did set goals, but then I realized like, oh, my goals have a theme to it, and all the goals that I set pretty much fit the same thing. So all my goals in one are a theme. So, and a lot of people, they place a lot of goals, but their goals sometimes don't even connect with each other. But I know my central goal, and my central goal is pretty much out there, and there's a theme to my life, because everything that I am, there's no separation from it. It's a theme. And that's why I protrude. I guess I talk about myself. I model, and therefore my face is being so. I like changing people's minds when they see this beautiful creation. So modeling, doing presentations, throwing shows, putting people, not different people, in looks that are not of this world or that have been seen but can't be put together. I put them together, and I put a whole story behind it. And just when people seeing people with a thing to it, they get my whole thing, and they understand my vision. And on my own, and also infiltrating the matrix or the corporate world or the work world, if I'm gonna be doing what I love and who I am, wherever I'm at. And this is I'm gonna put this out there because this is the truth, and this is how certain beings think due to certain labels and material manifestations. A lot of times, a lot of people see me out. I don't like talking about myself. I'm very, I guess, I'm confident, and I know what I am, but I'm humble, and I'm not, whatever. It's basically, people see me, I sign autographs a lot. I take pictures a lot. Whatever I want the world to be is going to be to me, and is going to be that. It's plain and simple, because I know it. Even when, like I said, corporately, I do what I love and do what I am for who I am, wherever I am. And a lot of people, when they see me just out, if I'm not working, I'm just, and that's the thing, I don't even call like my quote unquote corporate job, or I don't call it work. I do call it a job, but I don't call it work, because I'm doing what I like to do. I'm helping people. I'm making them look as good as I do. That's what I like to do. I like to help people feel better about themselves by their image, because pretty much that's what people derive off of. That's why I'm able to make an illusion within illusion. That's why I'm able to do what this thing people call magic, or everything is magic. That's the point. And I know how to do shit. I guess that's plain and simple. But even when I'm just out in the world, people look at me, and I get this question mostly from lighter complected people, not as melanated people, not as dense people. A lot of people are like, they used to. I mean, this is the thing. I guess I'm mysterious. I like that people are confused because they see me, and like they see the hair, they can see all this. A lot of people assume, oh, because you have a job, like you're prosperous. Like, what do you like? You must be an entertainer because you have like not the norm hairstyle. It's like, and then all I can do is look. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I do. Like, I do billboards, I do advertisement, I plan events, I do this corporately, I do this non-corporately. This is what I want to do. I'm happy. People, you recognize, you don't even know me, but you recognize me. Let me say that again. You don't know me, but you did recognize, or you do recognize me from how I look. You don't know who I am, or you haven't seen me before, but you've seen something of me before with mixtures. And all in all, when someone, when I prosper, and I think rich, I feel rich, and that's the thing. I don't even rich. I've talked about this on the video. Whatever you feel rich is like what I want to be wealthy. I don't care about having the most money as long as I can change people how they think and create my reality, however, in whatever way I'm doing. I'm good. Like, and whether outside world, because everything is gonna go in this wave. That's natural wave occurrence, and I wish I can draw it out. But even when that wave gets to the bottom, that doesn't necessarily mean that things are bad. It's in a lower vibration, but you're still that circuit in it, and you can be in flow, and then you can even sometimes hop out of it. But just know when you hop out of it, that it's open room for other things to come in, and it's more to handle. So that's the thing about riding a wave or just living in the now and not really trying to control your reality. You're gonna obviously know the ups and downs and the ups and downs. But if you're okay with it, that's you. But if you're trying to maneuver through that, it's okay to have it and it's going low, but you're trying to sketch or go across. When you understand that can cause a little disharmony in some places, but it's only up to you to make it harmonic. That's where you're an alchemist, man. You're creating it. Like, when you understand that what you define and what you throw the word on as a problem, you don't look at it, the illusion of a problem. You look at it as, a building statement, or somewhere I need to cover, or something that needs to be fixed. Because obviously you're living in a fixed world, but you're the only person who can, I guess, manipulate or refix it around. And it's not necessarily when I'm saying fix. You have to get, if I ask people, but do you feel like you're living in a broken reality? Do you feel like you're living a life that is not the original? That is something that living in a life that needs some fixing to it, because there's some problems. There's definitely, not everybody's happy, so there's some problems. If you're living in that type of world, or you feel it, or you see it as that, and I mean, when it's like fixing, there's some things that you have to fix. You may need a team of people, or you might have to do it on your own. So, but that's it. That's pretty much it with that. This video, I pretty much went on a tangent, like talking about myself, but I'm trying to, I guess, get people to, you have to have a theme, not a goal. Because once you know your theme, you're it's a lifestyle. You're just doing it, and in some ways, you have to be exact in what you want to return. You have to be exact in a lot of things, and this is gonna go into, I guess, being more of an alchemist. You have to constantly be thinking of what you want, and kind of know your needs are fulfilled, and be confident in it, and things will always lay out how they're supposed to in the reality. And if they don't, with you doing it on your own, that's when there's other beings who ask for help to help you get it that way. Depending on your vibration, who you are, depends on how you carry out certain things when you are handling certain problems. Like, I don't know, look at your moon and your Mars, how they connect with each other, to see how you go about dealing with more dense things that come at you. I say your moon aspect because the moon contributes to darkness and shadow, and dark is more dense than hey, let me see, which one's more dense? I gotta research that. Yeah, I think either light or dark is a little bit more dense. And I honestly, I think darker is more dense than light. So I want to say, look at your moon aspect and your natal chart, your personality. And if you don't know how to do that, you can email me, or there's many spiritual, psychic, astrologer people in the world. Like there's billions of them. Just ask one of them to do a natal chart, and they can tell you your moon sign. And I say, look at your moon sign and your Mars. Your moon is basically how you emotionally deal with things, your emotional side when factors are coming down on you, and your Mars is how you take action, how you basically go into interaction with something. So if you see how those correspond, it'll tell you pretty much how you deal with things, the best way for you to deal with things, because everyone deals with stuff different at different frequencies. As you see it, I'm gonna see if I can change my frequency on the screen, make it light. Okay, didn't work that time, but every once in a while the screen gets higher. Every time you hit a new mode of information, a new mode of light. But unconsciously. There it goes. Anywho, yeah, this basically set a theme for your life. A theme. And in my opinion, that can help you, it can help anyone control their reality. And a true 7, that's what I preach, that's what I talk about. So, go out there, live life, and be happy. Peace.